Welcome back to Great Park Ice in Irvine, California, the beautiful new training facility of the Anaheim Ducks. Coyotes and the Vegas Golden Knights about to start the second period. It's 3-0 Arizona, in case you're just joining us. Coyotes got first period goals from Barrett Hayton, his first of the tournament, and then Nate Schnarr with a pair of goals, his first and second, as Arizona outshot Vegas 17-4 in the opening 20 minutes. A dominant first period for the Desert Dogs. They'll try to pick up on that as we start the second. Arizona now defending the goal to our right, attacking from right to left, and off the opening faceoff, the puck deflects out of play. Joined, of course, by Alex Kinkoff, the Coyotes manager of digital media and content. And Alex, we're told by Jeffrey Sanders from the Coyotes PR department that young Jenik, who took a shot to the face in the first period, is now being stitched up, and he will return though.
Yeah, so Jenik getting hit high there in the first period, but who says the rookie tournament doesn't come with a little bit of pain? These guys are playing hard. Everybody's playing for a spot and impression here, and Jenik will get right back out there to do just that.
Coyotes on the power play to start this period. They've got 45 seconds left in that man advantage with Nick Hague in the box for Vegas. Coyotes working the puck along the right boards. Hayton to the blue line now. There's Soderstrom, wrist shot. Blockered off by Jordan Coy, the Vegas goaltender. Soderstrom's got it again. Now his pass hops over the stick of Hayton. Puck goes into the zone behind the net. Merkley to Hayton to the right point to Soderstrom. To Barrett Hayton. Hayton moving with the puck from the right circle. Loads it up and fires. It was blocked. He gets it back. Now feeds Soderstrom. Victor Soderstrom. Center point, back to Hayton, top of the right circle. Hayton moving to his left, drops it off to Soderstrom again. Penalty about to end on Hague. Hayton with it. Left circle to Braden Burke. Vegas back at full strength. Puck knocked out of the air and cleared the length of the ice. So the Coyotes begin this second period on the power play, but do not add to their 3-0 lead. Both teams now at full strength, having played a minute and a half in.
Like to see the Coyotes maintain their aggression here, back to 5-on-5. You don't want to sit back, let Vegas recover like the Coyotes did recover in the first period after being on the penalty kill to start. Important to keep that pressure on.
Puck in the Coyotes' left corner. Brady Lyle getting pressure from Cody Glass, the top forward prospect of the Vegas Golden Knights. Set to make his full pro debut this year after ending last season with the AHL Chicago Wolves and really helping them get to the Calder Cup final. At 15 points in the AHL playoffs. That's second among all rookies last year, following his Western Hockey League career. And thought to be a can't-miss prospect. He was Vegas' first ever draft pick, 6th overall in 2017. For the then expansion Vegas Golden Knights. Coyotes flip the puck from center, and Coy gloves it and draws the whistle. So we'll get the stoppage 2.5 minutes into the second period.
Another fantastic example from Nate Schnarr, getting deep into the Coyotes' defensive zone, supporting his fellow D-men really hard on the bodies of the Vegas forward with the puck, ultimately forcing the turnover and then joining the transition to the neutral zone, dumping it and going for a change. Fantastic play by Schnarr.
We talked a lot about David Levin. He's out there now, facing off in the Vegas end. Puck deflects behind the net, picked off by the defender, Xavier Bouchard. He can't clear, kept in by the Coyotes' Oksenyuk. Yevgeny Oksenyuk from Belarus, playing on a line with Levin and Eric Yuba. Puck cleared out of the Vegas end. Golden Knights come back 3-on-1. Bouchard with the shot, and that one went off of Prosvetov. Looked like it may have glanced off his mask, but Ivan got in front of it, at least got a piece of it, keep the game 3-0. Now the Coyotes and Golden Knights changing. Pass goes ahead on the right side to Cullen McLean. Looks for the trailer, Nick Hague. Nice play defensively by Klima to knock that puck away. Kept in by Ducharme. He sends behind the Coyotes net. Cleared into the far corner. Klima again trying to get it out. He does. Picked off by Schnarr. Here's Schnarr leading the rush, dropping to Dineen. Back into the left corner, off the boards for Schnarr. He's tied up there behind the Vegas net. Puck is jammed up. Now it's worked free by the Golden Knights. Xavier Bouchard sends it ahead. And Cullen McLean looking on the far side for Jermaine Lowen. Didn't connect. Now it's Lowen again going after it. In behind the Coyotes net to Taro Jench. Jench into the high slot. Shot deflected away. As Mason Primo got a chance, but the Coyotes defense got a stick on that. On the near boards, the puck still fought for. Coyotes on Primo, 3-on-1. And it looks like Keegan Howdeshell works it free behind the net to Dineen, to Barrett Hayton. Hayton almost had the puck stripped from behind by Goligoff. But the loose puck now played at the line by Charles-Antoine Waugh. Vegas a little more aggressive in the second period as they've come out with a little bit more jump, down 3-0. Now Gogolev checked into the right corner by Braden Burke. Puck goes to the point. Corcoran left side drive by Coughlin. That's wide of the net and playing it off the end boards as the goaltender Prosvetov ends up on his back with the puck secured. Well, there's some NHL bloodlines certainly in this game for both teams. For the Coyotes, Kelly Klima is the son of former NHL goal scorer Peter Klima. And also for Vegas, two players have NHL bloodlines, as Jake Lecision is the son of former defenseman Curtis Lecision, who played many years in the NHL, and Mason Primo, or I should say, is the son of Wayne Primo, who played in the NHL, and the nephew of Keith Primo. So the Primo family hockey playing continues for another generation. Keith Primo, the Detroit Red Wing, Philadelphia Flyer. Fortunately had to retire prematurely due to concussions. And his nephew, Mason Primo, out there in this tournament for Vegas. And of course, Mason's dad, Wayne Primo, a longtime NHLer as well for several teams. Vegas on the attack. Paul Cotter a shot, saved by Prosvetov. Then he got the rebound, and Prosvetov loves that loose puck. Meanwhile, there's a big congregation in the crease. And a lot of bodies coming together, a lot of shoving, a few face washes. It's been a hostile game so far, Alex. Right from the opening shift when Cotter took a run at Barrett Hayton. And the physical play continued through that first period. And it's moving on now to the second.
As far as solid physical play goes, I mean, this is completely different from what we saw yesterday. Really changing the tempo, the style of play, a lot grittier, that's for sure. And talking about Prosvetov there, before that skirmish in front of the net, you want to talk about a guy who's really looking calm. No extra movement, staying center to the puck, focused, and just kind of staying in position. Everything's going to his chest. So you can tell he's giving off that aura that he's very, very comfortable right now. And one comment on the Klimas there, natives of Tampa, Florida, you know, just kind of like Arizona's growing into a breeding hockey players. You don't find too many players from Florida this day and age, but Peter Klima having his sons when he was a member of the Tampa Bay Lightning. So a little factoid on the Klima twins here.
Coyotes get a penalty on defenseman Connor Hall, who was involved in that scrum in front of the net. Hall 2 minutes for roughing. So now Arizona's shorthanded. Hayton with a shorthanded try as he came down the left wing and let a wrist shot go that Jordan Coy made the save on and held. This will be the fourth power play of the day for Vegas. Coyotes with a 3-0 lead. A little over 5.5 minutes into the second period. Good to see Jan Jenik back out there. He suffered an injury in the first period, didn't leave the bench, and actually took another shift, but during the intermission had to get stitches and was a little late arriving for this second period, but he's all patched up and ready to go. and on the ice right now on this Coyotes penalty kill. Jenik out there with Braden Burke up front. Cam Dineen on defense with Brady Lyle on the PK as the Coyotes again clear the puck the length of the ice. Jordan Coy from the London Knights in goal for Vegas. Stops it, gives it to his teammates who start up the ice, but a pass is intercepted by Dineen, but there's going to be a slash on the far side and another penalty coming up. Who's going to be the guilty party? It's going to be the Coyotes, I believe, but I didn't see who went to the bench. It's going to be on the Coyotes forward, Braden Burke. Now he's going into the penalty box a little bit belatedly. And Vegas gets a 1 minute 5-on-3 advantage here. Burke 2 minutes for slashing. At 6:24 of the second period. The Coyotes now have to dig in defensively to protect this 3-0 lead. Down by 2 men on the ice. 3-on-5. And they send out Hayton, Dineen, and Lyle. And actually, Dineen is going to take this face-off.
They don't see that every day. Coyotes were able to kill off their one 5-on-3 penalty kill yesterday. Like Bob said, they'll have 59 seconds to have to do that here again today. See if they can keep Vegas scoreless.
Well, Barrett Hayton's out there. I didn't see right away as they came together before the drop, but maybe Hayton was tossed out, and that's why Dineen's in there. But Cam Dineen, Coyotes defenseman, is going to take this draw. Coyotes with a 2-man disadvantage. They've got Dineen and Lyle as 2 defensemen out there, and Hayton, the lone forward. Of course, he's a really good face-off man. But I think he may have been tossed out initially, so now Coyotes have to put another player in there, and it's Cam Dineen, and he ties up the Golden Knight, Cody Glass, and the Coyotes win the face-off. And Brady Lyle will clear it the length of the ice. So a big face-off win by Cam Dineen.
Perfect in the face-off circle this weekend, Cam Dineen.
Yes, he is. 44 seconds left in the Vegas 5-on-3. Coyotes leading 3-0. Golden Knights on the attack. Ronberg in the Coyotes right corner with it. Jonas Ronberg sends it on the right wing past the stick of Dylan Coghlan. Will go the length of the ice. Coy comes out to play it. Feeds Coghlan. Now right wing to Ronberg. Ronberg chased by Bergqvist, his Swedish countryman. Ronberg goes behind the net. Feeds Nick Hague at the left point. Down low to Cody Glass. Now to Hague. The drive. He scores. Nick Hague blasts away from the top inside edge of the left circle, beating Prosvetov with 10 seconds left in the first Coyotes penalty, so it's a 5-on-3 Vegas goal, and the Golden Knights are on the board. The Coyotes lead has been cut to 3-1. And they'll still have 1 minute 11 seconds with which to work on the power play. That's what's left in the Braden Burke penalty. So the Coyotes almost got out of that 5-on-3 situation, but just could not. 10 seconds. That's what was left in the first penalty, and now Vegas is on the board with a chance to draw even closer. The Coyotes on the PK, trying to hunker down and keep the 2-goal lead now. It's cleared from behind the net to the near side by Hall, who had come out of the penalty box with the goal by Hague. Kept in, however, by Vegas. Nick Hague with it to Braylon Schmier. Schmier along the near boards. Back to Hague, top of the right circle. To Schmier. Schmier moving. Sends into the high slot to Hague, left circle. To Zach Whitecloud. Cross ice pass broken up in the slot nicely by Connor Hall. Puck, however, kept in by Hague along the near boards. Then Nussbaumer knocked it away for the Coyotes. And Jenik gets control and circles behind his own net. And he'll bank it off the right boards out to center. It bounced off of McLean there, and then it's touched by Nick Merkley. And we get the whistle with 5 seconds left in the Braden Burke penalty.
Impressive show of patience there from Jenik. Not just taking that puck and firing it down the ice, but circling back, killing a few extra seconds, knowing that he really has time and space, and clearing the puck. Very good show for the young forward.
Faceoff going to come right at center ice. There's a lot of consternation and talk here about why that whistle was blown and where the faceoff should be. Now Hayton steps in to take the draw against the Golden Knights' McLean, his junior teammate at Sault Ste. Marie. McLean tossed out of the circle, and the faceoff is bounced around, or the puck rather bounced around off the draw and finally tracked down along the near boards by Vegas's Bouchard. He'll send into the Coyote zone as the penalty comes to an end on Burke. So the Coyotes are back at full strength. Vegas had a long 5-on-3. They scored right at the end of that, but did not score 5-on-4. Still 3-1 Coyotes. Now Dineen, a long shot from the blue line, center ice, and that's stopped by Coy, the goaltender. Jermaine Lowen for Vegas. Rumbles into the Coyotes' right corner, but he can't get around Cam Dineen. In the left corner now, Lowen stays with it. His pass for McLean, intercepted by Braden Burke. Burke clears the puck to center, picked off by Barrett Hayton. He's got Dineen joining. Also Burke, feeds Burke with it. The shot blocked in front, and then rebound tipped away into the right corner. Puck cleared by the Golden Knights to center. Jermaine Lowen is checked by Braden Burke. And ending up with the puck is David Levin. Levin on the right wing, drops it off. Quick shot by Yuba. And that deflects over the Vegas goal off the glass behind Coy, the goaltender. Cleared by the Golden Knights off the left boards into the Coyote zone. We're approaching the midway point of the second period and the midway point of the hockey game. 3-1 Arizona. All the Coyotes goals coming in the first period. Here's Levin shooting to the left of the net. Saved by Coy. Levin in the right corner. David Levin. Stood up by Coughlin. Puck punched to the far boards. Picked off there by Eric Yuba. He's sent to the ice, but he gets the puck to the high slot. Now Bergquist's shot is blocked, and the puck leaves the zone. Busby back to get it. Sent to the right boards, and Jenik has possession. Jenik with a nice spin move. Here's Jenik into the slot. Backhands the pass. It's broken up by Vegas, and up the ice they come. Gogolev gets to the line. He runs into traffic. Puck separated. Puck goes in behind the Coyotes net. Now goes to the right corner. There'll be another fight. Mason Primo is going to fight Connor Hall. Primo and Hall. And the linesmen stand back as Hall with a quick punch. And Primo goes down. He gets back up, and Hall again connecting with the right. Primo's trying to come back with a couple of rights. Primo and Hall, two big young men going at it in the Coyotes' end. Now they exchange more punches. Lefts and rights like rock'em sock'em robots out there. Primo and Hall continue to throw punches, and the linesmen now come in to separate the two by now very tired players who threw a lot of collective punches. Mason Primo, the big centerman, 6'5", 203 pounds. Big like his Uncle Keith. And for the Coyotes, Connor Hall at 6'2", 203. They'll each get a well-earned 5 minutes for fighting as the ice crew comes out for the dry scrape, but that's the second scrap here this afternoon, Alex, as the physical play continues.
Yeah, that was a very impressive fight, very long one too. Both players probably getting a solid 5-6 shots in each. I mean, we know Connor Hall's a big guy, 6'2", but like you said, Primo, 6'5" stature, 3 inches on Connor Hall, who's already of pretty big size. So good bout between the two, lasts a pretty long time. Got both sticks, both benches tapping their sticks in respect to what both players were able to do here, putting on a little show in a game that's had really a little bit of everything, Bob. Physicality, skill.
It has.
So good goaltending. Prosvetov, really can't blame him totally for that goal he's given up here, 5-on-3. Tough to stop that, obviously, whenever you got a two-man advantage. A lot of space to work with, a lot of opportunity to get that goaltender moving from side to side, change the angles of the shot. Overall, Prosvetov has had a very, very solid game, though the Coyotes' defense has kept Vegas to the outside quite a bit and has made it hard for them to get pucks on net. Coyotes out shooting the Golden Knights 22-8.
Ivan Prosvetov set to enter his professional career at the age of 20 this year. Had a tremendous season 2 years ago in the USHL with Youngstown, bringing them to the finals. And then last year moving to the OHL and had a great year with Saginaw at 36-11-1, a 2.94 goals against average. That was 5th in the OHL, a .910 save percentage, which was 4th. Followed that up with a .930 save percentage and a .238 goals against in the playoffs, helping lead Saginaw to the 3rd round before they were defeated. So Prosvetov set to become a pro, and he's been good here this afternoon. Coyotes and Prosvetov have the 3-1 lead. 5 minutes each for fighting, meanwhile, to Hall and Primo. No additional minors. They were certainly both willing participants. No instigation there. And now the two teams go back to battle, 5-on-5 in the Coyote zone. 8:58 to go in the second period. Sent by Jenik to the near boards. Played by Dylan Coughlin there. He puts it behind the Coyotes net. Intercepted by the Golden Knights and centered out to the blue line. Coughlin will play it to Paul Cotter. Cotter ends along the near boards. Another penalty coming up on the Coyotes. Coey to the bench for the extra attacker. Shot by Coughlin right on, and a pad save made by Prosvetov. He had Cotter right in front of him. But Prosvetov made the save, and now heading to the penalty box will be Keegan Howdeshell. And he'll go for slashing.
Gotta say, Bob, a lot of penalties here today, just like yesterday. It'd be interesting to see how much 5-on-5 hockey we've actually played through these two games. Teams getting a lot of special teams work. The scouts here, the NHL coaches, able to seeing how these players are able to adapt in both power play and penalty kill situations. Really kind of broadening to see where these players' skill levels at, what situations they can excel in.
Unofficially, this will be Vegas' 6th power play of the day. The Coyotes have had 4. And we've just crossed the halfway point of the game. This is the 3rd power play for the Golden Knights in this period. They scored on a 5-on-3 power play a little bit earlier on that goal by Nick Hague. It's 3-1 Coyotes. We'll again go into penalty killing mode, trying to protect that lead. Puck in the Coyotes' right corner. Vegas on the attack. Now it's work free along the near boards and backhanded by Nate Schnarr out to center. Played by Nick Hague there to Zach Whitecloud. Both of these young Vegas defensemen spent the entire year in the American Hockey League with Chicago last year. So they've got a lot more experience at the pro level than a lot of these players on the ice. Now in the Vegas end, the Coyotes shorthanded, doing a good job on the forecheck, trying to bottle the Golden Knights up in their own end. Barrett Hayton, tremendous hustle. Now it goes to Hague, and Hayton steals it. Hayton in the right circle. Barrett Hayton is able to send it back to the Coyote zone to Brady Lyle to waste some time on the Howdeshell penalty, and then Lyle, as the Golden Knights get close, drives the puck the length of the ice. Half a minute to go now in the penalty on Keegan Howdeshell. 7 minutes remaining, second period, 3-1 Coyotes. Coyotes did all of their damage in the first. 2 goals by Schnarr, 1 by Hayton. On the right wing, the Golden Knights enter the zone again. Rundberg in the right corner for Cody Glass. He'll whip it around the base of the boards to the far point. Bahl keeps it in there. Braden Pahal in the left corner to Rundberg. Now to the right circle to Glass. A shot, but Jenik reached in and got a stick on that to deflect it wide. Pahal keeps it in for Vegas along the far boards. Klima battling him. Now Pahal's got it again as the penalty ends on Howdeshell. Glass, a shot from the right circle just wide of the net. Coyotes kill off that Vegas power play and keep the 3-1 lead. Both teams at even strength now with 6:17 left in the second. Golden Knights still on the attack in the Coyote zone. Cotter goes down in the right corner. Loose puck played by Soderstrom. Victor Soderstrom behind the net. Takes a hit from Cotter, but gets the pass off to Bergquist. Up to Howdeshell as the Coyotes break the zone, and Howdeshell skates to the Vegas line and dumps it in, and that puck goes over the glass and into the netting, so we get a stoppage.
Another example there of the great communication that Soderstrom and Dineen have been playing with this afternoon. Those two have been a joy to watch. And go back to what you said about this Vegas team, Bob. Not only do these guys have pro experience, but as you were telling me earlier today, a lot of these Vegas players played deep into the American Hockey League playoffs last year with the Chicago Wolves.
That's right. That's right. 4 of them, Haig and White Cloud, Coughlin, all 3 defensemen spent the entire year with Chicago. And, of course, the great young prospect Cody Glass joined the Chicago Wolves late, and they all went to the American Hockey League playoff finals. Now Liam Kirk steals the puck, moves in and shoots, and a big save by Coy. Liam Kirk put on a burst of speed there as the young Englishman picked up that loose puck and came right down the middle and made a move to his left and kept it on the forehand, trying to beat Coy, but could not convert. Kirk's had a couple of chances today, Alex. Remember, he hit the post, I believe, in the first period?
Very, very close, and he had the goaltender beat there, tried to stick it, stuff it in with the forehand, really had him opened up. 5-hole was open, but fast-moving play for Kirk there, really moving in quick. Very, very close.
Liam Kirk, of course, with really good wheels, and he was a 26-goal scorer a year ago in his first season in North America with the Peterborough Petes of the Ontario Hockey League. Oksenchuk with it for the Coyotes behind the Vegas net, turns and shoots. Save made by Coy, and he holds on. Evgeny Oksenchuk had a chance, and then Haig battling for Vegas in front of the Golden Knights net with the Coyotes who were crashing the net. Yuba was there, Levin there, Oksenchuk, all the Coyotes trying to get position in front of the net, and according to Nick Haig, they were a little too close to his goaltender, Jordan Coy, so he's trying to clear him out. Haig, another big player at 6'6", 226 pounds. This Vegas team has Jermaine Lowen at 6'4", 221, Mason Primo at 6'5", 203, and Nicholas Haig at 6'6", 226. Coyotes' biggest player, Kevin Bahl, the 6'6" defenseman, not in the lineup today after playing yesterday. Face off to the left of Coy. Puck played along the far boards. 5 minutes now remaining in the second period. Merkley trying to work it free. He's sent to the ice. Puck bounces out to the high slot, picked off there by Yench. He comes into the Coyotes' end, but he's cut off by Brady Lyle. Now in the right corner, coming away with it is Lowen. Jermaine Lowen for the Golden Knights. Turns it over to Soderstrom. He finds Merkley. Rink-wide pass on the left wing to Hayton as the Coyotes come back. Hayton trying to put it into the middle. It bounces off of Braden Burke. And the Golden Knights come back now. 3-on-2, but Merkley hustles to make it a 3-on-3. Now passed into the middle, and Coughlin drives one off the glass behind Prosvetov. Dylan Coughlin. 15 goals in the American Hockey League last year. Just missed that one. Here's Kirk moving in again, shooting, and he fired wide. Liam Kirk, oh so close to scoring for the third time this afternoon, but he just can't light the red light. Here come the Golden Knights again. A shot. That one just goes wide, and then it bounces off of a body and into Prosvetov. Crash in the crease, but the puck stays out of the net, and the Coyotes able to clear. Nussbaumer now at the other end, sealed off by Haig. Haig shovels the puck to Bouchard behind his own net. On the near boards, a pinching Busby keeps things going for the Coyotes. To Nussbaumer. Now it's sent into the far corner and whacked out of there the length of the ice by the Golden Knights as it's sent deep into the Coyotes' end by Braylon Schmier.
Kirk, though he didn't score on those last 2 opportunities, certainly showcasing his speed. What a quick first step. He kind of just bursts out of nowhere. Both of those 2 chances, breakaway bids, beating defenders, getting through lanes.
Charles-Antoine Waugh trying to find Gogolev in front as the Golden Knights came back, but that pass did not connect. Coyotes back 2-on-1. Klima shooting, blocker save, Coy. Rebound comes to the far corner, and it's played ahead by Cody Glass. Both teams quick on the transition here. Gogolev sends one off the end boards, and then knocked out of there by the Coyotes. Klima tried to put it in over the Vegas line. That's intercepted. And with it for the Golden Knights, Connor Corcoran. He'll shoot the puck off the boards. It caroms into the Coyotes zone along the left boards. Gogolev into the right corner. Knocked off a stick and cleared back into the Vegas end. Connor Corcoran with it. They'll give it to Zach Whitecloud. His pass goes off the stick of Yance. And then it's cleared by the Coyotes deep into the Vegas right corner. And after it there is Yuba. Now a shot from the left circle by Bergquist. That maybe was deflected away by the goaltender, or it could have gone off the crossbar. Hard to tell, as the goal the Coyotes are shooting at is at the other end of the rink from us. But a near miss again for Arizona, and now the Golden Knights ice the puck. We'll come back for a face-off to the left of goaltender Jordan Coy with 2:05 left in this second period. And again, it's a Coyotes 2-goal advantage, 3-1. Fighting majors are over to Hall and Primo, so they come out of the boxes. And players on both teams still tapping their sticks on the boards in tribute to that big bout that they had 5 minutes ago. Soderstrom off the draw with a drive from center point, gloved by Coy. Another draw coming to Coy's left. David Levin will take the face-off for the Coyotes. Going to be opposed by Mason Primo. Levin wins it. Puck goes to the far boards. And then it's tapped behind the net by the Golden Knights. Played there by Coughlin. Up on the right wing, it slides into the Coyotes' right corner. Chasing it down is Cotter. Cotter behind the Coyotes' net. Paul Cotter to the far boards. He's checked by Bergquist. Sends behind the goal. Trying to play it for the Golden Knights is Primo. And then centered into the high slot. A diving Levin couldn't come up with it for the Coyotes. Kept alive in the Coyotes zone by Coughlin to the left circle. Gogolev now to the slot. A shot by Ronberg. Save made by Prosvetov. Puck played behind the net by Paul Cotter. Cotter to the right of the net. Primo had a chance. Hit the side of the goal. Primo headed stripped now by Soderstrom behind the net as the Coyotes get possession again. Eric Yuba just evades a check as he clears that puck off the left boards the length of the ice with 1 minute remaining in this second period. 3-1 Coyotes. Back come the Golden Knights. Cody Glass sheds the check of Hall. Gets to the right of the net. But a sliding Brady Lyle blocks that Hall shot. Or Glass shot, rather. And it deflects out of play. Good play by Brady Lyle, the Coyotes defenseman. As Cody Glass was able to get separation from Connor Hall and got the shot off. But Lyle skates first, able to block it. Face-off coming to the left of Prosvetov. Hayton against Jake Lecision on the draw. Come together before the face-off. Now they're getting the players lined up on the perimeter properly. Here's the face-off. It's controlled by the Coyotes. Braden Burke fights off to Charm, finds Merkley racing on the right wing. Merkley goes wide. Merkley sends one to the net. And Burke flying in, tried to tip it in, but he couldn't put it past Coy. Back come the Golden Knights. Ducharme on the left wing with a shot. Gloved by Prosvetov. He'll hold on with 36 seconds left in the period. And the Coyotes up 3-1. Coyotes will make a change as the Hayton line comes off. And coming on, Nate Schnarr, who's led the Coyotes attack today with 2 goals. Valentin Nussbaumer and Liam Kirk, who's had several close calls, great chances today for Liam. Maybe he'll get one before this game comes to an end. He deserves it. Schnarr wins the face-off, cleared by Dineen around the near boards, kept in by Whitecloud. His shot goes wide. Nussbaumer trying to get it out, intercepted by Gogolev of Vegas. Puts the puck behind the net to the near side. Now at the right point, Whitecloud with it. And as he stick handled backward, he actually brought that puck outside the zone. With 18.6 seconds left, it's an offside against Vegas. So now the faceoff will be outside the Coyote zone. Again, we'll see a line change as Jenik will take the draw. He's out there with Oksentchuk and Klima. Loose puck off the faceoff, won by Vegas. Backhanded now by Corcoran in behind the net. Prosvetov cuts it off. He'll clear the puck to the near side. White Cloud keeps it in and fires a high one. Goes off the glove of Prosvetov. Now the loose puck played in the high slot. A quick shot by White Cloud with 1 second left. Deflects out of play behind the Coyotes' net. Vegas really pressuring here as this period's coming to an end. But it appears the Coyotes will survive and leave the ice with a 2-goal lead with 1 second left in the period. The booing that you hear is the fans here in this rink. There are 4 rinks here. We're in rink 3 today, and the booing that you hear is the reaction to the parade of the San Jose Sharks, who are walking behind the 2 benches and headed to one of the other arenas for their game. Guess the fans here in Anaheim don't care too much for San Jose. Certainly the Vegas fans, after the Sharks defeated the Golden Knights in that controversial ending of Game 7 of the opening round. In any event, the final face-off took place here with 1 second left in the second period. The second period has come to an end, and the Arizona Coyotes will leave the ice after 40 minutes with a 3-1 lead. They led 3-2 yesterday after 2. It set the stage for a wild third period as San Jose came back to win at 5-4. Perhaps today the Coyotes can close out the Golden Knights. I'll tell you, Alex, the Golden Knights stepped up their game in that second period. The Coyotes were on the defensive a little bit more than the first, for sure, but they were able to hang in there and kill off some penalties and still leave the ice with a 2-goal lead after 2.
Yes, they did. The Golden Knights out shooting the Coyotes by a slim margin, 11-10 in that second period. The Coyotes, though, 17-4 out shooting the Knights in the first. So you're absolutely right, Bob, about Vegas kind of getting back into it a little more, taking a little more control of that game in the second period, slicing that 3-goal Arizona lead down to 2. Finally got to see some 5-on-5 play there near the end of the period. It was good to see Vegas kind of putting on the pressure there, too, at the end of the second, but the Coyotes were able to get away until the horn sounded, going into the second intermission with a 2-goal lead. So a lot of power plays in this game. Arizona 0 for 5 on the power play. Vegas 1 for 7. So we'll see what factors into the third period here if both teams can stay out of the box. And obviously, Bob, we're not going to see what happened yesterday. Victor Soderstrom and a couple other players did blame a 5-minute lapse for yesterday's loss, kind of getting their heads out of the game for the open of the third period there, something that I'm sure they're going to identify and remember coming onto the ice in the third period here today and making sure that they're playing that aggressive forecheck game, not laying back at all to start the third period.
So 3-1, the Coyotes have the lead after 2. We're going to step aside here in our second intermission. Stay logged on, of course, because third period action will be coming up in just a few minutes.
Mistakes, it doesn't have to be like this. If you don't make a friend now, one might make you, so learn the gentle art of making enemies. Don't you look so surprised? Happy birthday, you fucker! You blow that candle out, we're gonna kick you! Don't say you're not because you are! Don't say you're not because you are! It's a reason that you are! It's a reason that you are! Well, all you need is just one.
dance and let the suit keep wearing you. This year you'll sit and take it, and you will like it. It's the gentle art of making enemies.
And I deserve a reward, 'cause I'm the best fuck that you ever had. And if I tighten up my hole, you may never see the light again. There's always an easy way out.